Alright, let's dive straight into the inner workings of our everyday companion, our smartphones. You know, these devices we can't live without, our marvel of modern engineering. They are made up of several different components, all working in harmony to keep us connected to the world. First up is the brain of the smartphone, the processor. Now, the processor, it's a tiny piece of silicon, but don't let its size fool you. It's a powerhouse that keeps everything running smoothly. When you're scrolling through your social media or playing your favorite game, the processor is working overtime to render graphics, process data, and keep everything moving at a snappy pace. Next we have the memory. Not to be confused with storage, memory, or RAM, which is where your smartphone keeps data it needs to access quickly. Ever wondered why some apps stay open in the background and can be quickly switched to without loading again? That's all thanks to RAM. Then there's the storage. This is where your photos, videos, apps, and everything else gets stored. Most smartphones have internal storage that can range from 32 gigabytes all the way to a whopping 1 terabyte. Some phones even allow for additional storage via micro SD cards. That's a lot of selfies. And let's not forget the battery. This little powerhouse provides the juice to keep everything running. Battery technology has come a long way, with most smartphones now lasting a day or more on a single charge. Unless you're a power user, of course. There are countless other components, like the display, the cameras, the sensors, but we'll dive into those a bit later. For now, just remember that every part of your smartphone, no matter how small, plays a critical role in making your device the technological marvel that it is today. So the next time you text, snap a photo, or scroll through your feed, remember there's a whole lot going on under that sleek exterior. Now, isn't that fascinating? But, hang on. We're just getting started. Next, we're going to unravel the mysteries of smartphone operating systems. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it. Moving on to the next exciting topic, smartphone operating systems. You've likely heard of the two big players in the game, Android and iOS. These operating systems are like the lifeblood of your smartphone. They're the software that manages all the hardware and allows you to interact with your device. Let's start with Android. Developed by Google, Android is an open source operating system. This means that it's freely available for anyone to use and modify. It's why you see so many different versions of Android on devices from different manufacturers. Each one puts their own spin on it, adding unique features and interfaces. But at its core, the Android OS is designed to be versatile, customizable, and compatible with a wide range of devices. On the other side of the fence, we have iOS, developed by Apple. Unlike Android, iOS is a closed system, used exclusively on Apple devices like the iPhone and iPad. Its design is focused on simplicity and ease of use. With iOS, what you see is what you get, and every iPhone user gets the same experience. This uniformity, along with its crisp design and seamless integration with other Apple products, makes it a favorite among many users. Both these operating systems serve as the foundation upon which everything else on your smartphone operates. They manage your device's resources, facilitate communication between different hardware components, and provide the platform for all your apps to run. But it's not just about running apps. Your operating system also handles calls, text messages, internet connectivity, you name it. And think of it as the conductor of a massive, intricate orchestra, ensuring every component works in harmony. So, whether you're an Android enthusiast or an iOS devotee, remember, These operating systems are what make our smartphones truly smart.
Now, with that knowledge in your pocket, let's move on to our next topic of discussion: the technology behind smartphone cameras and sensors.
Trust me, it's not just about the megapixels. Stay with me. All right, let's dive into the magic behind smartphone cameras and sensors, shall we?
The last decade, smartphones have all but replaced point-and-shoot cameras for most casual photographers.
And that's all thanks to the incredible advances in smartphone camera technology. From a single lens to now having multiple lenses and sensors, smartphone cameras have really come a long way. At the heart of every smartphone camera is the image sensor. This little guy is responsible for capturing light and turning it into the digital images you see on your screen. And yes, while more megapixels can mean more detail, it's not the only thing that matters. The size of the sensor and the quality of the lens play a huge role in image quality as well. Then there's the role of software in image processing. When you take a photo, your smartphone doesn't just record the light hitting the sensor. It processes that data, adjusting for things like exposure, color balance, and even digitally enhancing details. Some smartphones even use artificial intelligence to recognize what you're shooting and adjust settings accordingly. Now, let's not forget about the other sensors in your phone. There's a whole suite of them working in the background to make your smartphone experience as seamless as possible. Ever wondered how your phone knows when to rotate the screen? That's the accelerometer at work. What about when your phone screen turns off when you lift it to your ear during a call? That's the proximity sensor. And let's not forget the fingerprint sensor for quick and secure phone unlocking, or the ambient light sensor that adjusts your screen brightness according to the surrounding light. These sensors, along with the camera, play a critical role in enhancing the user experience, making our smartphones smarter and more intuitive. So the next time you snap a pic or unlock your phone, just remember the incredible technology at work behind the scenes. But we're not done yet. Next up, we're going to dive into smartphone software and app development. Stay tuned. Now, let's delve into the realm of smartphone software, applications, and the fascinating process of app development. When we talk about smartphone software, we're not just talking about the operating system. There's also a whole suite of applications, or apps as we commonly call them, that add functionality to your smartphone. From social media apps like Facebook and Instagram to productivity tools like Google Docs, there's an app for almost everything these days. But how do these apps come into being? Well, that's where app development comes in. It's a multi-step process that involves planning, designing, coding, testing, and finally launching the app to the public. It's a lot like constructing a building, starting from a blueprint and ending with a fully functional structure. Developing an app starts with an idea. The developer maps out what they want the app to do and how they want it to look. This is then followed by the design phase, where the user interface and user experience are planned out. Then comes the coding phase, where the app is actually built. This is where developers write the code that makes the app function. It's a complex process requiring knowledge of programming languages like Java for Android or Swift for iOS. Once the app is built, it's not ready to be released just yet. It needs to be tested first to make sure it works as expected and doesn't have any bugs. This phase is crucial in ensuring that the app provides a smooth user experience. Once the app has been thoroughly tested and any issues fixed, it's finally ready to be launched. It's then published on app stores like Google's Play Store or Apple's App Store, where users like you can download and install it on your smartphones. So the next time you download an app, remember, a lot of work has gone into making it. Well, we're not done yet. We still have one more topic to cover, the role of smartphones in data communication and networking. So stick around, the best is yet to come. All right, now let's get into the final topic of our journey, the role of smartphones in data communication and networking. When we think about smartphones, one of the first things that come to mind is communication. And no, I'm not just talking about calls and text messages. Smartphones, in the truest sense, are communication powerhouses. That keep us connected to the world in ways we could hardly imagine just a few decades ago. Let's start with Wi-Fi. This technology allows your smartphone to connect to the internet wirelessly. Whether you're at home, at a coffee shop, or even at the airport, Wi-Fi enables you to browse the web, stream videos, and stay updated on your social media feeds. Then there's Bluetooth. While it doesn't provide internet access, it's an essential communication tool that lets your device connect with a multitude of other devices. From wireless headphones to smartwatches, Bluetooth enables your smartphone to communicate and share data with other devices within a short range. And of course, we can't forget about mobile data. When you're out and about, far from a Wi-Fi connection, mobile data keeps you connected. It's what allows you to check your emails, navigate with GPS, or even watch a video while you're on the go. But it's not just about staying connected. These technologies also play a crucial role in things like file sharing, streaming content, and even gaming. Ever shared a photo with a friend using AirDrop or Google Files? That's your smartphone's networking capabilities at work. So whether you're Instagramming a photo, playing an online game, or streaming a podcast, remember that it's all made possible by the intricate network of communication technologies inside your smartphone. And with that, we've decoded the smartphone, understanding its hardware, software, and the technologies that make it such an integral part of our lives. Thank you for sticking around. And I hope you've learned a thing or two about your everyday companion.